chef checks. It's me, Maja chef check. Where I live it has been an intense heat wave. And also, the internet nowadays is full of AI-generated images. And what I've been trying to do, support just actual artists making actual art and not AI generating it. So I tried to also look for a butterfly, a red butterfly image that's AI generated. Why would I look for that? Because that's strawberry's colors. So, which AI generated strawberry do I want to recreate with my own hands? Let's see, because I did see some options that look very interesting for me to take place of AI generated images and create actual art just to fight AI generated images, because it just makes people think art should be perfect and glossy and it does not support actual artists, but we should be the ones to actually only support actual artists making actual art. And if you are an artist too or interested in becoming one, why not? Just get into it. You will also know how to poison AI with it if you practice. Because that is what I'm trying to do. I'm going to make a red butterfly. So let's get on with it now. Okay. I tried to look for AI generated red butterflies. And this looks like a light up red butterfly with red sparkles in the background. It's one of my options I can recreate with my own hands in my own way. So there's this option I could recreate as an artist, or there's very glossy, it's also AI generated, and it has blue gems on a red butterfly, and I think that one looks more like the strawberry butterfly. Or maybe I could combine both aspects of these AI generated images and create art with it. 'Cause why not? Both sound like great ideas. After looking at those AI generated images, because I couldn't decide which one of these did I want to recreate with my own hands as a real human artist. And then I thought about Why not make one with the 10-hour time limit while the other will have a 10-day time limit to work on it? One will be done in 10 hours and the other will be done in 10 days. Wow, because I also want to combine those aspects. AI generated butterfly versus butterflies made by real artists, combined with time challenges. So let's get into it now, doing the 10-hour challenge. For the 10-hour time limit one, I'm going to do the light up one because I'm planning to use this plastic cellophane that I tend to not use. But I want to use it for the 10-hour butterfly. So it will light up red too with those red LED lights. But first of all, let's get them out of this plastic bag. And yes, I will use the plastic bag in it. And let's start the 10-hour timer. So let's start by putting batteries into this battery compartment. Here we go. Done it a million times when you hadn't seen it, so they have to work. So now let's just unravel the lights. I do not have to show every single aspect because I don't have that storage on my phone for 10-hour or 10-day worth of video, so I'm only going to show you the most important parts of making it. So let's fold this plastic bit and let's wrap the cable around it. So we can create the body of the butterfly with it. But I also have to make sure I can actually, replace batteries if I need to replace them. And now let's get the lights inside this. And there will be lots of sparkles because I decided to do the red sparkly one for the 10-hour time limit because that would be fun to do. So I'm just wrapping it around. And yes, the glue drying, paint and glue drying times will count in this challenge, where I give myself for 10 hours to complete it, while 10 days for the other ones. I just work really fast. So that's why it's that time limit. It would work better for my time limit to complete the entire thing. So since the lights are wrapped in plastic, let's grab some wool. Or maybe I should grab some red wool to wrap my butterfly wings in. I really hope this turns out looking good. Sometimes, or maybe not now. Maybe I have a better idea. Because I'm figuring things out as I go along. I think both of them will light up, but maybe I'll change my mind after my holidays in Galway for a few days, because I did go, but it does not require a flight or anything. It's just car ride, but I cannot reveal where I actually live in Northern Ireland, so there's that. Not going to reveal that, but okay. Maybe if I get a stapler to shape those butterfly wings, and they have to be lit up in order to make sure I don't break the circuit. That's good. No broken circuit of this, because that's a parallel circuit. I had to learn this in physics, just because these things can be a life skill you may not know that you may need sometimes. So I also have a smaller stapler that I'm going to staple there. You know, art techniques can be very unique, and AI is not as unique as what artists can create sometimes, or depends on what the artists are creating, but I just want to only support actual artists doing actual work for this video. I also have this piece of plastic. Why not? We're going all in, because AI generated slop just, generates a lot of waste, while actual artists can reuse it. So that's what I'm doing for it all. And yes, that will be a big strawberry for my collection shelf. And I just want to bring, I actually like it when artists create these videos, because it makes human art actually matter, which we all need right now. And I have these pieces of wool that I can use to make the antennae of this thing. Like this. And it looks like this. Just needing to make it look good. And let's use scissors to cut off the excess. Like this. And there we go. Antennae. And I'm also going to, because it's 10-hour limit, I could also give the battery pack a cute little face. Why not? Or maybe it could be something like a knife and ice. We can do that. And later color it in red marker, but not the batteries, just the actual plastic on the battery pack. And I have these beads that I'm getting out to give for some ice. And I think I could use this piece of plastic for the 10-day one. Because, yes, we are trying to use as much waste in it as possible to avoid generating it. We'll put that away, and maybe I'll just add this, because this could work for eye. But let's an eye on the wing of the butterfly. But let's add the eyes first. What eyes could we do? What eyes? Because this looks like so many beautiful options we could do. And that's why I decided to also turn it into a series. Maja Chef Check versus AI generated images. Because why not? Real artists need to be appreciated and supported. Because there's just too much AI generated slop right now. Okay, let's use red marker for that butterfly eye on the wing. This is neon coral, but it could work. It's more orangey than red, but it could still work. Just want to be an essence of a real artist, but yet get the idea from AI generated slop. For this, because that AI generated image had some like butterfly with flowers on its wing, and I'm also doing that. So that's what I'm trying to do. Get that into the wing. And let's get more glue onto this. And let's do a red bead. I may repeat steps if I need to repeat them. Steps. And probably will do the lights around the flowers in this. That should be where the flower is, so it lights up regarding to that image that we're trying to recreate as a real artist. But let's let that dry and repeat. Okay, this has to dry because I've already done some glue and beads for the flowers in the light up features and light bulbs areas over the plastic, and it can turn on and off, so that's what it looks like off and this on. So that's what I'm doing. And yes, the flowers are inspired on whatever there was from the AI generated image. So I decided to do flowers and light up too. But this has to dry before I can do more. I did a lot of gluing and gluing the pieces, and I had to glue the battery pack, but in a way that I could also replace batteries if I would need to replace them for some reason. But still, this is what I have to work with, and we're still like 8 hours to do it. So 8 hours is the amount of time I still have for this thing. So I think I'll add some edges with the silver string, because why not? I think it will suit the theme of this thing, and I've also added it to the antennae of this little thing. So that's what I'm doing. Doing some edges of this thing like this, and let's just flip this butterfly and let's insert the pieces of thread into it by gluing it on. And I also have those red beads I can use. Okay, I think I'm going to add add another flower to this area here because I think of this AI generated image as I'm working along and trying to win the battle with it. The battle of AI images versus me. I wonder if you will like it enough to say that I have won the battle against the AI generated image. That it's looking quite good for what it's supposed to be. But tell me what you think, because I don't know what others will think of it, but I may like it more. And the best thing that I'm just doing it against AI generated images as a real artist. Now I have some glitter glue to cover the batteries in the battery compartment, and I'm going to be using a paintbrush with glue mixed into it just so it could be mixed and stay on longer on the butterfly's compartment. So let's do this already. So do this. That's the LED light. And let's just paint that on like this. And now let's grab a different glitter glue for the red parts of it. We know we have to use the glitter glues just like what I would create myself versus the AI generated image. So let's just put as much in as possible, trying to bulk it all up before any of it dries. So that's what I'm doing. And spinning it around so it can dry. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just spreading the thing around with the glitter glue. More of it, more of it. So that's what it will look like, because I have to keep the strawberita aspect of it combined with the aspects from AI generated images. Red sparkles in the background. I do want to incorporate some of that into my versus the AI challenge, so that's what I'm doing. And once that is done, let's add more glue. And let's add some beads around the edges of it, like this, right here. So I can just decorate that like this. Just decorate my heart away at this, with the red beads. And let's add some black dots using sequins into it. Or maybe not the black sequins, maybe. Or maybe I could do really dark blue sequins around those areas, or maybe not, or maybe dark red, because there isn't much blue in the light up AI generated one. Because as a real artist, I'm trying to keep the essence of the AI generated image, but just make it myself instead of AI generating it. And I just want artists to still feel like it matters what you're creating, and it's still good to do artworks and things, even the way I may have ruined it, but for me, I still enjoy it and still I find it worth it. Worth doing. Okay, time to let it dry. The reason why I turn it on and off is to make sure everything is working. So let's let this dry. 7 hours and 50 something minutes left. I have this clip that I've decided to give Strawberry Tanai a different type of knife, one propelled on the clip, because why not? Although it will have to dry, but yet that will allow it to give her a functioning knife. And yes, I am going to move the eyes after gluing this on. So here is the knife propelled like this. There we go. Let's change the eyes placement and put it on this. Let's just remove that sequin and let's put those eyes onto it. And let's instead put the head on this. And let's just glue it on let it dry. Because, of course, the battery pack has to actually be the body. Yet this part needs to dry. Because in order for me to try it, Maja, I just felt I have time, although I was experimenting. See that? That's for the strawberryta butterfly, but when this dries, just trying to cram in as many details as possible to do in that 10-hour limit of time. But I wonder what I can do in 10 days. And the 10 days will only be counted if I'm actively doing it, or if anything in it is drying. And the thinking can also count as time, because I have a 10-hour limit of time to complete this thing. And I feel like 10 hours is quite a lot still to finish as a challenge. That it has to be finished in 10 hours. Maybe I should have added a finish in 10 minutes one, but oh well, too late. Fluffy head, fluffy body, and battery compartment. Have to make sure I'm doing it carefully, because I want to be able to change batteries if needed, but as well as hide the mechanism well enough so it's not super noticeable. And I think I'll add more of it to the design. I mean to my strawberryta that I'm doing it against AI generated images. It's not going to be completely the same, but it doesn't need to be as long as I use it on like something to get ideas from the image. But yet trying to do better than what AI is doing, because I kind of don't know how to create it completely the same, but hey, at least the human artists will create their own essence, add their own essence into their art, which is missing from AI generated. I will have to put a pointy tool inside in order to turn it on and off, but at least I'm happy that it's still working. This butterfly, but still it needs to dry. hours left. The glitter glue has not dried, although I went out shopping to just let things dry. Just some shopping before going to Galway. But the video was posted after that. Just wanted the day before it to do the 10-hour time limit one. Like I have 10 hours to do this. This is the lid for the battery pack. Have to reglue that onto it because it was coming off. And let's trim that and check the knife if it opens, because there's a propeller that works. See that? I may make a Nicholas Mello puppet show on this channel with the big dolls because they're essentially like puppets. And I may do some puppetry for YouTube someday, so that's why I added the clips. They're great for making knives smooth and great detail to practice some puppetry for puppets, especially whenever I'm doing the strawberry puppet. I hadn't seen much people making art puppets on YouTube, yet this is me going against the AI generated ones, making real puppets. Maybe that's something that I can make it all kind. This video, me versus the AI. Making a butterfly. Myself versus the 2 butterflies that are AI generated. So here's the body. Strawberryta sometimes is known for either a black or a yellow body, but this one I choose yellow. Depends on what I have in my collection. Yet I have to make sure the switch actually works, and so the rest of the circuit of this thing. So that's why I may do sewing on the 10-hour to make one. But I mean 10-day to make one, not the 10-hour one would be good enough without sewing. The 10-hour to make it, while the 10-day to make it will have lots and lots of little details to make it more challenging for myself to motivate myself and finish it in 10 days, because 10 days seems like very easy for me, while 10 hours or 10 minutes seem harder to keep myself motivated to finish it on time and also work. But I guess I'm doing this just to challenge myself into trying to see how much I actually need in order to finish those little projects, because I spend so much time on them, yet it varies how much I actually need. So there's that too. And also we're letting this dry, thinking of what should I do next. Have like 5 hours to allow myself to work on that. So, and I'm thinking what would go together yet. Keep the essence of the inspiration, although the essence of the AI image is not too much there, but it's a little bit there. To just use it to as an inspiration, but also condemning it because the AI generated images are bad for the planet and bad for creativity and art appreciation. So that's why I'm going against it. And yet so many people buy AI generated prints. If you know if it's AI generated, the prints like have those details, those AI details, don't buy it. Don't buy that thing. Don't hang it on your wall. Don't buy AI garbage, please. Buy things from actual artists if you could. Although that can cost sometimes, but it's more worth it to appreciate actual artists. Or make your own and then appreciate it. If you want to have some art on your wall, that's also a good option that doesn't use AI. Or anywhere, just any type of artwork you can imagine. Okay, this needs to dry. Then I'm thinking what other details can I add to it. Have like 5 hours that I am allowing myself to work on. It does feel finished, but just have 5 hours to think about this because I'm also kind of thinking what should be in the 10-day to make one. Like giving myself 10 days, then I find these flowers from the eBay seller that I buy like leaf ribbons from. I just love their leaf ribbons in every imaginable color. And now there's these red sunflowers that would be perfect for this one. And I did not order that, they just throw this in as like freebies. You can get if you order from them. And it added some opaque details because lots of these flowers are translucent, but that's kind of the point because they have to allow the light from the circuit to come through it. See, do I have even more than that? Just hearts and roses that are red because you know you can use the bright neon pink ones. There's some teddy bears, brown ones that I yet again got as freebies from that eBay seller who sells my leaf ribbons, and I buy a lot of them from them. So let's fill up some glue dots that I applied with those roses, cause I think the more the merrier for whatever I'm doing. It's a butterfly, yet it lights up, but it's kind of better visible and brighter whenever it's darker, but because it's the middle of summer in Northern Ireland, that means there's a lot of sunshine and the days are very long right now, but very short in the winter. And then how could I ever wake up in the winter months? Well, I wake up no problem in the summer months, as well as struggle to sleep in the summer months, because although I like a bit of light while sleeping, but not that much while sleeping, not so much that it's like sunshine light, but if it's cloudy it's okay. Just how could people sleep in bright sunshine? Well, I just can't. But still, flowers added. I just am curious about how it lights up. But it would look better if it was darker in the room, cause it's so bright and sunny in the middle of Northern Irish summer plus heat wave. But then I was filming it when the heat wave was ending. But let's let this butterfly continue to dry. Managed to get it finished in 7 hours. Well, not completely finished because I have 3.5 hours left, but that can be also to let all these glitter glues dry off, because now I've decided to finish it at this stage, but when it dries. But that was a good 7 hours spent making this. But this teaches me that I'm actually faster at making things than I thought I would be by doing this challenge. But for the 10-day one, oh wow, you're in for a ride. And I will turn on the 10-hour one at the end of the video. So I hope it's worth watching for that. Okay, I've done the 10-hour challenge. Now I have a 10-day time limit to make this strawberry using this box. So this is day 1. So I'm removing the stickers, removing the inventory of it. I bought this box at the range, but the inventory has to temporarily go. That was what was in it. And who knows, maybe I'll find an opportunity to decorate some of it. It's 10-day time limit to finish it, so I'll have to start now and allow myself to have 10 days to finish it, to challenge myself. And yes, the glue and paint drying times will count on top of that. So on day 1, I was experimenting with some like cornflower glue type of wool that I had, yes, from the range. They've got a lot of beautiful wools for very cheap, and the quality is good for the price. If you happen to live in the UK or Northern Ireland or something like that, highly recommend you check out its wool section. If you happen to have one available where you live, but maybe you have something that's like the equivalent where you live that's different, but still an equivalent to what I've got where I live. So now it's time to get out this glue. I'm actually doing a blue underbelly for this strawberry. Did yellow for the 10-hour time limit one. And I think I'll do blue for 10-day limit. Time limit to start and finish it from 0 to, like, maybe not really from 0, but just let me. But I have to finish it in 10 days in order to challenge myself on this. So I made this moving knife. Did that with the other because I kind of could do that for the 10-hour limit and spent the entire Friday on it. But okay, that's the body. I think I'm going to glue it here. The strawberry with blue underbelly body. Yet I'm going to add eyes later because that body construction has to dry. Yet let's cut this off. She doesn't need it. She's not saving it for anything. And yet this will be an open and close box. That's what I've decided for my 10-day time limit. Strawberry that I've decided to do versus the AI generated images. Just to challenge myself. So, done some of that. And I think I'll also put those wings on. I was kind of tired after my trip to somewhere in the Republic of Ireland, so didn't do much to it on the video for day one, but whatever I could to just start myself. Yet I have a time limit of 10 days to finish it because those are the rules of this challenge. But yet all I decided to do for day one is just add the blue underbelly and some fabric for the wings, just thrown onto the box with just by gluing it on like this. Maybe I'll feel better after I get some rest or do something else, because I'm kind of feeling a bit tired. So, and it's quite raining in Northern Ireland where I live, so it's not doing anything when it's raining because that kind of weather makes me fall asleep. Want to fall asleep sometimes, but yet I just gotten used to it sometimes. But still I have to just start the project on day one. So just put the wings on like this. It's looking like this. And maybe I'll put more on different days because this anyways needs to dry. And I also not just tired, but I had other videos to do as well. So there's that. Still day one. I needed more time to wake myself up, and now I feel more awake, so I did some sewing on the head because the structure wasn't feeling right. But good thing I let it dry. And the mouth is moving, but I still need more time to let it dry. Yet I need to give the strawberry ice. So let's do another set of these eyes. Still on the first day of my 10-day time limit. Let's just do it by stitching the eyes on. I still wonder how it will turn out because I also made some glow-in-the-dark pom-poms in water and blue-green glow-in-the-dark pigment just to create those glow-in-the-dark pom-poms. I'm going to go into a darker spot to show you. Here it is. It glows like a turquoisey color. Although my camera makes everything brighter than it is in person. So there's that. Sometimes you just have to take my words for the glow-in-the-dark effect. Anyways, let's just get the eyes stitched on. So let's just stitch them on, and we need to stitch them on the first day of this 10-day limit to start it and then finish it. It will be a red butterfly, but there will be a lot of focus on blue details for this one. The 10-hour one had no blue details, while the 10-day one will be decked out with them. Just you wait and see. Check if that still works. Yes, it does. And let's let it dry, because this body has not dried yet. So maybe let's get more glue on it, hoping that that's the answer, because it will be an entire day of letting it dry. Day 2. I do have other projects in the background. I'm just painting this box for fun and not wasting any paint I have. I hate wasting paint. So now on day 2, I'm painting a white space on the Strawberryta butterfly because she needs it. Yesterday I just put fabric and a body onto her wings. I mean the box that I made into a butterfly. I still have like 9 days to finish this, so hopefully I can motivate myself to get it done in 10 days. But I am on day 2 and I really want to do this challenge, so that is why I have to keep on motivating myself to actually give myself the 10 days for the timer's sake and for the challenge's sake. Painting on the white areas with a curved paint. I don't know if it's something that you should or shouldn't do, but that's what I chose to go with. Maybe that will work. It's just a curved paint over fabric. And that's what I'm doing. Because when this layer dries, I'm going to put some blue bits onto it, because I am planning to do the blue details accordingly to the AI generated image, but do it as a real artist. Because why is AI taking over this world? Anyways, when humans humans can create way better stuff. Why do we even need it, to be honest? And look at that. AI cannot even do this. But I think... Oh no! Please open up! Strawberryta, open your mouth! Come on, you can do it! No, I hope I did not break it. There we go. That is what AI cannot do. But I can. So it's always better to do it yourself. And it's way more rewarding to do it yourself. That's why I enjoy crafting and things. I just ignore that my cat's twinkle. Me, so that's why I have this on my hand. It happens sometimes if I pet for too long. Once that is painted, to let it dry. Yesterday I soaked some pom-poms in the blue-green, glow-in-the-dark pigment and water. And now after the soak from yesterday, they dried. And I'm applying the pom-poms to decorate the butterfly with, because after all, I'm also going to add blue gems, and this will be a blue theme of Strawberryta anyways. So I'm applying some dots of blue for the blue sequins, or maybe blue beads. Have this with me right now, so let's use it. Yay! And I'm going to use it around the wings, like this. And let's add these beads in there. And let's, yay, find my sequins. But I need to glue them on in these areas. That's for the big pom-poms. So I can just glue this on here. So good thing that I have like 10 days to work on this thing, because although Strawberryta is a red butterfly, the 10-day limit one will have some blue theming around her. So now just keep on adding those beads. But maybe I should flip the side of the butterfly. I'm going to do more of it off camera because this this video is already a very long one, and I should only show what I feel like I need to show you. Because yes, they are in real time. With the 10-hour one, the video came out like 1 hour long, and I don't know how long will the video be when I also add the 10-day length of this video, when I was giving myself the time limit of 10 days versus 10 hours. So I just only do it in bits that are necessary, so because I don't want to end up making it 3 or 4 hours long, which I probably will if I film what I don't feel like I need to. Day 3. I'm finally after the trip to somewhere in the Republic of Ireland, feeling finally more awake. On day 3, because right after it I just jumped to doing this. And I find my Stickles glitter glue, the waterfall one, which I'm going to use on this butterfly. So that's what I'm doing on my day 3 of this butterfly. The time limit actually is very forgiving this time. Forgiving of me to be like needing some more time to recuperate after the long car ride back home. Just needed that, and the 10-day time limit is more forgiving than the 10-hour time limit. Good thing I done the 10-hour one before the long car rides that were exhausting me. But now I'm doing the 10-day time limit one. Yay! Which seems more forgiving if I, for some reason, lose motivation during it for a few hours. Because I'm just thinking about the days and not the hours. But yet I'm just making this video to just teach myself how the different time limits on my projects can affect my projects, my motivation to do it, and the end results, and everything to do with it. So on day 3 I added the glitter glue like this. So just in the areas of the bead to red part of the wing transition, because I kind of thought it would be like a good idea to add it. And That's how it's looking like. Some unicorn there, but I maybe should use twinkle for this theme. Here's twinkle. Glitter blue, I think that's a better option for this, although I love the unicorn glitter blue too. That should be better. Then I added so much twinkle glitter glue to the white parts of the wings that I've used up all of my twinkle stickle stub that I had. Maybe I'll have some more, but just use this whole one to paint the white part of the wings with. But I think it was worth doing. I was kind of hoping that would hide the texture, but it doesn't, but it's fine. At least the effects are very beautiful. The clip to open for my fruit, like this. But it's fine because there's was like, if I wanted to move it, I'll have to like use all my strength to open it differently, while this here is just moves like this. The image is mostly red, so I've added a lot of blue to this one. I'll have to balance it out somehow, the blue and the red. But I did want to feature the blue theming in there too. But maybe more balanced than this, because this is a very blue strawberry-ta. At least add enough red details to make it distinguishable as strawberry-ta, but keep its blue theme, or her blue theme that I intended for this one. I also on day 3 added some blue wool and wire and these beads for the antennae. And I don't think I can move the knife too much anymore. But oh well, at least I tried. Because I really don't want to take this down or anything. But yet I have a 10-day time limit to finish this. Maybe I could take it apart and redo it if I had the stubbornness to do it, but I don't really have it. But that's okay. Sometimes maybe that could be something like maybe I could turn this into an important design element or something, hence the blue theme. But maybe I'll think about it, and the antennae are looking quite droopy. Tried to not make them too droopy, but hey, maybe this could work with the blue theme. I need day 4's brain cells to do it sometimes. Day 4. I'm just using a red marker to balance the blue and the red. And now I'm adding the red using this English red marker, but I will do other reds in it too. So I just added this one first because I was also working on a translucent Monday episode as well on that day. And the day before I started it on day 3 of me doing it. So, just doing that. After adding the red, Strawberryta looks like this. I also added random sequence here just to try to use up random bits in the best way possible. But yet, I just don't like wasting things, so that's why I choose to do it like this. But hey, that's my Strawberryta, and I do whatever I want to this one. Since we're doing this against the AI generated image, yet again, AI generated images never have the personal touches an actual artist would add in, so that's why I'm adding them into my art. Especially that AI would not do that because yet again it's a computer, so it can only just do algorithmic details and not personal details when it's doing images. So there's that. Let's also add one here to make it look even better. And I may do a blue themed flower crown on the head. Something else, maybe like a fragile, maybe I know what I could do, a fragile theme. So it's kind of like fragile porcelain theme, although it's not actual porcelain. That could be an option. Just let me get my gold decor theme for that. Then I changed my mind and I decided to not do that and just keep the red aspect of Strawberryta, but keep its full-on blue theme for that one instead, because I've committed to the blue theme so much right now, and I don't want to make too many random decisions that I would regret later. Like regret making such a decision. So, what did I decide to do? Maybe I should do the inside of this. Hey, I want to make the 10-day limit more sensible. So maybe I could turn this into a compact case where the smaller strawberries can be the equivalent of Polly Pocket dolls, while this is the equivalent of a strawberry themed Polly Pocket or something like this. Been watching the biggest Polly Pocket ever made on YouTube by Moonlight Jewel. And I once want to try something to do with it, but I just never find myself time to ever finish them. I just needed some time, but that's 4 days well spent on this thing. Now I have to spend an additional 6 on the inside because the 4 days with less motivation I've done the exterior. Now time for the interior or something. So let's get out the strawberries. Maybe this one could be a good candidate for this. Hey, let me show you my collection. A bead, strawberita, seashell strawberita. There's like made with tape, made with another seashell clown triggerfish version, one made with beads, a cabochon, a piece of plastic, one layer of Elmer's glue in the dark blue, and one made with 10 layers. And this one crocheted. It was my starting off point with crocheting, but I gotten better at it. It was kind of my starting point. A learning curve. And this other bead, that's also it. But which one do I want to add to this? I think this one. Alright, let's put all the other ones back into my collection bag. I think I'll add some more red and blue to that. And make it all blue themes or something like it. Let's add red to this. And then blue. There we go. Much better. But maybe I should get the cobalt blue to amp up the blue color. That's even better. So what could we do? I think this should be the garden. So this is the garden. The pool, the shop. Just thinking. Bedroom, living room, kitchen. Or I could do like, maybe I could start with maybe making a garden in this space. So let's add this thing. But maybe first I'm going to paint the floor of the garden grass green. I'm just going to paint it like this. And maybe paint the exterior. Maybe some pond water. Maybe I'll do some markers to make this and that side pond water colored. Maybe I could do a swimming pool or a pond environment or something. Or maybe I could do other types of. I still have 6 days to pull this off. Hopefully I can. Maybe this could be Strawberry's bedroom. Or a butterfly. So, let's do let's make some crimson into this green. And then just to give it a darker green wooden floor for the bedroom or something. That's sage green. Let's add more red, crimson red. Maybe that should go in the kitchen. Maybe I'll just water down the amount in the kitchen and mix that with more green in the bedroom. Just who would want to sleep in a red bedroom? That could be causing sleep problems. A red bedroom could just cause sleep problems. So maybe it's not advisable to have a red bedroom for that reason. But tell me, maybe you're built different. I have a pink bedroom in the house, but although I do like the red color, I could not fall asleep with too much red items. Maybe a little bit of red pops of color would be okay, but not too much accenting the color scheme of the bedroom too much, just so I could get my sleep. But I'm just being honest with you. Maybe you do have a red bedroom. If you do, then please tell me your experiences with it. Then maybe I should do the brown on the kitchen environment that I'm cooking up. We're on day 5 of this challenge. I decided to start painting the walls of this compact, the Strawberry's Life compact. I added to the lid of this compact locket that is Strawberry's shape. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm painting the houses green, like a light spring green, because I think that will really suit Strawberry's theme, the spring green. And it's a really nice color. So there's also that. Okay, after that's painted, I still have this. I painted it red because this thing I thought should look more like an apple tree. So that's why I just done random bits of red paint, not here, but paint on this thing. So I'm just spreading the glue, and I'm just going to glue it right in the spot so I could get the apple tree into the orchard part of this locket. And for the kitchen, done this stove with this bead, so let's glue that in as well, just to add more detailing. I also want to add some herbs in here, so just to decorate the kitchen with. Then I may add some oranges and things to it. But this is just kitchen herbs, a plant, because it's great to have plants in the kitchen sometimes. It adds character to the kitchen. Just chop this off. I'm just adjusting this. So I find these orange beads and I'm going to glue them in this area. Green's good, but I want pops of other colors in this design. I did a blue theme of Strawberryta, but there's not too much blue in there. Maybe the blue theme could be flowers, because there is some flowers that are blue in color. So these are herbs and oranges. What else could butterflies eat? Maybe the nectar of flowers. Maybe something like that. I added oranges because I used to see some oranges being fed in like butterfly gardens. It was for the butterflies. And this is Strawberry's bedroom with a brown teddy bear. And I have some worms, but maybe I'll color it red for the pond or something. But right now I'm just deciding on the details, and this is supposed to be the garden, so I'm just deciding. I have this feather. Maybe I could do like a blue type of plant with the feather, the blue feather, because I'm going to just glue it here and get the tool to just glue it on. And there we go. Garden decorations of flowers. Now let's let it dry. Still on day 5. Added more details to the locket, painted the back wings with even more red. That's the forest, the orchard, the pond I'm still thinking about. Same for the swimming pool. And there's the garden, and that's the bedroom. I added a computer to it, but I may add more as I go along. So that's how it's looking like. But we have to let it dry. And I was working on Translucent Monday on that day, so what a busy day it was. Still on day 5, I've added some tables to the swimming pool, some flowers to the pond, and some other plants, fake plants and details. Then I decided to stitch a press dot here, while this one goes on Strawberry's back. Why? Because I feel this bead would be too easy to lose otherwise, and I do not want to lose this bead because it's very, very important for this. But it will have to fully dry before I can add it there, so I'll just carefully put it away for drying where I can actually remember whether it is. While I think I'm going to let it dry until the next day or something. And this can be the apple or maybe some fruit juice bottle that's behind the big apple tree that I added. Maybe I could use a bead to give it a straw like this. And let's stitch that into here. Or maybe here is a better place. And let's grab the needle and thread and sew it on. Because this was me just showing only the necessary parts of me making it, because the video at that point was really going in the direction of it being a 2-hour-long video. So I hope you all enjoyed the 2-hour-long video anyways. Although I was not expecting it to come out this way, but it did come out this way. Let's just get that stitched on. So I could never lose this little strawberry again. Because I'm just going to stitch this on. Look at that. Let's do some slight embroidery with that. And let's just close the sewing like this. I don't think I can add press studs to any more of it, but I can maybe, just thinking maybe in the bedroom or something, although it looks good without. Maybe the press studs would just ruin the vibe of the whole thing, so maybe it's not such a good idea. But I can use this pink ribbon to give her a bed sheet over her teddy bear that I've also glued on. And time to let it dry. Day 6. Now the strawberry that I attached the press stud to holds really well on strawberry, the smaller strawberry, as well as it also being removable like this. Good thing I went with this choice because you can easily find the butterfly that I intended it to be. And good thing I decided to go with the Polly Pocket direction with this. Why? Because this case only took 4 days to complete, yet I had the whole compartment to work with, and then I would have just wasted away the other 6 days of me making this. So that's why it was a good idea to go in the Polly Pocket direction, a strawberry Polly Pocket direction with this project. Zero regrets, just making really good choices about what this could become. That I was originally thinking a storage container for my creatures or my strawberries, but like a display, but I just decided to do a strawberry themed Polly Pocket compact instead. It's not an actual one Polly Pocket, but it's like something that resembles it in idea-wise on what to do with this box. That is like a Polly Pocket because, you know, it's a compact, and so are Polly Pockets compacts with tiny dolls. And I've been watching Moonlight Jewel's the biggest Polly Pocket ever produced. She made it, and it was amazing, and I wanted to do something that isn't as big as that. Maybe one day I'll do something as big as that. but maybe just do something similar to what she's done. Cause honestly, I don't have that much space to do it like Moonlight Jewels. Like biggest Polly Pocket that ever exists. But I could do something similar nature to it. So that's why I chose to do that with the compartment this project came with. And after painting more things to it, I'm going to let it dry. On day 6, I also glued this butterfly on. And I think that portion of Strawberry's life locket is finished. But we're still on day 7 right now. And I think that looks good enough. Because yesterday, at the time, there was the heat wave back in Northern Ireland. I hate those heat waves so much. But anyways, let's just flip it over because this side has to be painted blue. Hence the blue theme of the exterior of this locket, the Strawberry's locket, Strawberry's life locket. Well, then the video got like 3 hours long at this point. Hope you enjoy that. It would have been advisable for you to maybe do a craft project while you're watching this video. That is really time consuming. Or grab some popcorn and enjoy something like this because it unexpectedly turned out to be a 2-hour long video. Maybe you should do something. I hope you enjoy. But I'm still going to add a lot more to it. Cause on day 7 I'll just let the blue paint dry. Because what else could I do? It's supposed to be one that you need 10 days to finish. I mean for me to finish. It is a time limit. 10 days on this, but for me I need not 10 days, 7 are okay for me to finish, but maybe I'll do other projects in the background, because I honestly tried to do it in 10 days, but maybe this taught me I work so fast on these I can if I force myself to do it and enjoy it too. Because 10 days is quite a lot that I need to start a project like this and then finish it in 10 days. So let's let that layer of blue paint dry. Because I'm thinking, should it be flocked and fluffy or glittery? But before I can even think about that, going to let it dry. They eat. I think I'm going to do a flock design. And I'm going to do in glitter. Something like this. But first, we need to make some blue flocking. I absolutely hate Northern Irish heat waves. So that's why yesterday I was only able to put this blue paint over the strawberry base of the locket. So now I'm going to cover it in glue so I can actually put flocking on this thing. So I'm grabbing a paintbrush and I'm grabbing the glue and I'm just going to paint the glue layer on so I could add the flocking. But what will I make the flocking with? I'm going to fray this piece of wool up and make the blue flocking using that. And I'm hoping on day 10 I'll actually be able to do this design. So it's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, which is day 9, and on Saturday is the day 10. So, okay, so that's what I'm working with to try to finish it in 10 days. I'll finish the flocking part off camera. Flocking added. Time to let it dry before I can do the I love strawberry thing on it. Because that's what I wanted to do if I wanted to do something to the back of this strawberry. Didn't do anything for the back of the 10-hour one, but I thought I wouldn't have time for that in 10 hours, but that's fine. Was the challenge to do it, and it was also a heat wave day when I did the 10-hour one. You're going to see it light up right at the end of the video, the 10-hour one. But now let's do the 10-day one. But I'm on day 8 right now. It's day 9 of the 10-day Strawberry versus AI challenge. Day 9. I cannot believe that tomorrow this will be all finished. Because I gave myself a 10-day time limit to finish it, and I'm almost running out, but yet it's almost finished at the same time. So I thought about what to put on the flocked surface, and I think I'm going to do the I love strawberry thing, and the thing that I'm going to do a heart shape using this pom-pom wool to do the heart in this, or something, just trying to figure it out. But first, let's glue the pom-poms on. So this to decorate it. Let's just do that to the heart. And I kind of want the heart to look just a little bit more like strawberry-tas. So I'm also going to put black sequins to do that. I think that's a choice that would be very on theme. So that's why I chose to go with it. Just glue those sequins on like this. And now let's do the text for this thing. I think I'm going to give myself the base with a marker because I'm going to do that with glitter glue. The flocking is kind of in the way. The flocking kind of came off, but it's fine because it was anyways going to be used for the strawberry text anyways, and let's do it in this black diamond glitter glue to bring it out. It's like icing it onto a cake. There we go. Just need to do the glitter glue, and I seem to be very happy with how this looks. However, I will have to let it dry, and I will have to admit that how this will actually dry have varying results. on such a surface, and I think I'll do some glisten for the heart because I still want it to look similar to the actual butterfly. Just throw that in for fun. And there we go. Let's let it dry. It's still day 9, and I decided to add some of this glue in the dark paint to this strawberry heart butterfly because I thought I needed it, hence the reason why I went with the blue theme for the 10-day challenge to finish this, because on day 10 you'll get to see the finished product. It's unbelievable that it's almost already, but this has to dry. Yet it's great to see I Love Strawberry come out so well on this. I'm pleased that it's very visible on the surface. Very happy with it. And at least I did it on day 9, so I would have like some repair time just in case, but it turns out I didn't need it. And it's almost evening, so it's hot in my studio, so I'm on my patio, but still decided to show you this. Tomorrow you'll get to see the finished product, and I hope that's the reward you get for watching the whole 2 hours of this. Day 10. Everything dried, and this is the finished Locket Strawberry, the blue theme. I cannot believe that we're finished with this challenge now. The 10-day one felt like it was going on forever, and I almost finished it, and now it's finished! Yay! So chef chats, this is what I did in 10 days against the AI generated image, and this one is what I had like 10 days to finish the blue one that has a Polly Pocket like compact inside it. And Chef Checks, please tell me what you think of this 10-hour challenge versus the 10-day challenge that I've done for this Maja versus AI challenge. That was also a 10-hour versus 10-day challenge to finish the strawberritas. I think they're both amazing in their own ways, and I used my own human hands to make these, and I used plastic, reused the plastic. AI could never do that. Let's check the mechanism of the 10-hour one. Does it still work? I hope so. The knife mechanism. It still works on this one, but I did not want to show it on camera because it needs me a lot of my muscle strength in the fingers to do it, which I probably don't have, but it's fine. And this one can switch on and off, because there's a switch in that cavity of the 10-hour one. The 10-day one does not have a lamp or anything, but it has a whole world of compact and a smaller removable strawberryta. Hence the amount of time I allowed myself for it. And it's just like a Polly Pocket Compact, but with a butterfly. I really feel like I won the challenge against AI and time with these. And please tell me what you think of both of these. I know the video came out 2 hours long, but that's my reality of making them. 10 hours versus 10 days. I only filmed what I needed to film because if certain parts are unnecessary or you just don't need to see it if it's not necessary, because that's what I do to try to keep my video length reasonable, but it's hard for me. But anyways, bye Chef Chucks. See you in another video. Bye.